Hello, my name is Duo Chen, and now I want to introduce my project that is prediction of the stock price trend. All right. Yeah, context of the project prediction of stock price trend. My project is a predictor of the stock price trend, which is capable of depending on previous stock data to predict future trend of stock price. And the input in my product is trend volume and close price of for the previous days. And input, as you know, is the stock price in the future. Yeah. And the requirements. First is a functionality requirement. Data loader. The application should load the data from the computer by this Python package. The normalize load data and save it to a array. And my project should predict the price trend by the LSTM neural network algorithm. And the third functionality requirement is accuracy displayer. This project should display the accuracy when the module are training. Yeah. And next to do requirement that is about the plot of a graph, and put the input from module and the original data of the stock into the single graph. It can compare the difference between the predicting stock price and original data price. That's my design. It's a pretty straightforward. Load the stock data and split data side data into the train data and the test data, and normalize the data and put it into the module and get output. Then plot the result on the single graph. As I mentioned, compare with the original data. Yeah. And first I want to show the result is for the point-to-point prediction. You can see the result is good, but it just can show the stock price on tomorrow. For example, like this example, and we know the previous weekdays date, and use that to predict next Monday, and then when I want to predict next Tuesday, I also use original data to predict. So that is good if you just want to know the stock price for the tomorrow. But I want to predict next. If you want to know the next weeks or next month, you should use data I should use the data I predict to predict a sequence. Yeah, like this. That is full sequence prediction. And the first step is seem like the point-to-point prediction. I have the previous data for specific stock and predict the next Monday. And the difference is I put the Monday date I predict into the input ring to predict next Tuesday. So you can see the red color means the stock price I predict. So I think it's a right idea, but the result is not good. You can see the original line is the stock price I predict. It's not good. So I tried another way to fix this problem, which is a multiple sequence prediction. Yeah, and it is similar with full sequence prediction. You can see I also use the stock price I predict put it into the input array. But the difference is when the input is made up of all stock price I predict, when at the next step I will use the original data to predict the next day. Seem like that. Predict sequence of 15 steps before shifting prediction. Run forward by 30 steps, and it is multiple sequences. So you can see that there is a good result of prediction. And what did not work? Yeah, you can see the full sequence prediction is not good. I think it seems like converge to a certain point. Yeah, and the module I built by RSTM has a totally different performance on two kind of stock. Before I implement my application, I suppose it to have a relatively high suitability for most stocks, and I haven't implemented the function that allows the data set from the internet yet. As I put the requirements on my report, it did not work. And what worked well? The data loader function works well. You know, it can load the data, normalize it, and split into the two array. Just seem like I put what I want. And for the multiple sequence prediction, the module by STM neural network can produce a relatively satisfied result. You know, for my test, I can use previous 49 days to predict next 15 days. Next the stock price for next 15 days. I think it is great. You know, you can know the price trend for the future, for long-term future days. Yeah, I think it's at this point where my project is most successful. Thank you. That's my project.